Hey guys, it's Alvin. Welcome to this week's episode of the Ask Alvin show. If you see me looking around, it's because I'm addressing our Facebook audience directly in front of me, and then to my left, I'm addressing our Instagram live audience. So as you've worked out, this is a live Q&A. So this is where I answer some of your commonly asked questions relating to wellness, pharmacy medicines, and general health. I'm super passionate about helping people get better sooner, and my area of expertise is natural health, disease prevention, wellness, and all those kind of things which seem to be emerging and seem to be pretty popular in the community and in the wellness community at the moment. This is a live Q&A, so I invite you to ask any wellness related questions, pharmacy related questions, and I will do my very best to answer them. If you're on Instagram and you're watching this replay, and if you're on Facebook and watching the replay, please make sure that you leave your questions in the comments section below. And on the next episode, which is typically every Thursday around about this time, I will do my very best to answer them. And if you're coming on live now, Instagram and Facebook, just pop your questions into the comments section below, and I will answer them. So just before I launch in, I just want to make sure that I just want to encourage you to like and share this video. It just helps spread the word about this live weekly Q&A that we do, as there may be other people who might benefit from some of the knowledge that we're imparting here. So I always encourage you to like and share this video. Yeah, so let's get into my legal disclaimer. So want to point out that this is general advice only. Please contact your healthcare practitioner for advice pertinent to your particular condition. And if I happen to mention any dosages, if I happen to mention anything about medications, please always make sure you read the label and use only as directed. Awesome. So we got all that legal stuff out of the way, the obligatory stuff, so I don't get sued. And let's just roll with the questions. So the first question we have today, and I would encourage you again, if you have a question, pop it in the comment section below. The first question we have today is from Peter, and Peter is asking, I've been diagnosed with fatty liver disease and I'm taking prescription medications. What else can I do to help my condition? Just to take a step back, is like what we always do. Fatty liver disease is, as the name suggests, a buildup of fat around the liver. It's sometimes, if left untreated, can cause liver damage and inflammation, and you get a feeling of feeling tired all the time, discomfort in that region, and weakness, in general overall lethargy and weakness, and you get the accumulation of fat around the liver. So for some of us who don't know what the liver is used for, the liver is an organ in the body that removes toxins and from the body, and it also processes all the nutrients from the food as well. Some of the risk factors for fatty liver disease include, being overweight, diabetes, and having elevated triglyceride levels, which is what causes the fat to accumulate around the area. So Peter, you mentioned you're taking some medicines for it. Yes, you can do that, and I'm hoping your doctor would have spoken to you about some of the other things you can do, such as losing weight. So getting to your optimum weight will really help reduce the condition of the disease. Also avoiding alcohol, the basics that I'm always going on about, which is removing carbs, sugar, processed foods, because it gives you all the wrong kinds of fats that tend to accumulate around your liver. If you have diabetes, you want to ensure that you've got it controlled aggressively. So speak to your pharmacist and dietitian, and definitely your doctor about the ways that you can do that. Exercise, also a big thing as well. So you want to maintain some vigorous exercise over the course of the week. And exercise got so many amazing effects that we all know of, but very rare, many of us unfortunately do not execute upon. But exercise is super important. So exercise can lower your blood sugar levels. It can mobilize the fat around your liver. So it's got so many beneficial effects, and not to mention all the positive neurotransmitter effects that exercising can have on your body and on your mind, also the main thing. So Peter, what else can you do? Your diet. So really, eating liver, if you're into animal-based products, and if you're not plant-based, eating liver has been shown to be very, very useful in managing your fatty liver disease. Increasing the amount of ginger in your diet, dandelion root. So those are some of the foods, black seed oil as well. can be really, really useful in managing fatty liver disease. If you want to go down the supplementation route, which you can do as well, vitamin E. So vitamin E is a really good antioxidant, and it just removes all the free radicals around that area as well. And also the same thing with turmeric. So turmeric's all the rage at the moment, or curcumin. It's also a really good antioxidant. So that just gets rid of free radicals. So free radicals are these naughty, particles that build up in your body, and if not removed from the body, they can cause damage to your organs as well, and in this case, the liver. So turmeric is also super useful in aiding digestion. So you want to do that. And just remember, I've spoken about, you certainly can increase the amount of turmeric in your diet, but you want to make sure that if you're using it in supplement form, you get a pharmaceutical grade preparation with the correct dosage, and go see your pharmacist, come and see us. And we can recommend the right one for you. Cool. Hopefully that answers some of your questions there, Peter. And, obviously continue taking your prescription medications. Typically, depending on the prescription medication that you're taking, you're going to need some regular blood tests, and I just hope that you're following through on those, and I hope that your doctor is with you as well. Cool. So that's fatty liver disease. Great. The next question we've got is from Cameron, and he's asking a really cool question. Why is the dispensary closed off? So the dispensary in most pharmacies is closed off. So the reason for that is there are a couple of, the main reason is safety. You don't want people with no expertise in medicines, and especially children, to be running behind the dispensary, because most of the medications that are kept behind the dispensary are toxic. And so, if ingested improperly and in large quantities, you don't want to go down that road. The other thing is, it's the law. So the pharmacy has to abide by certain legislative laws with respect to storage of medications. And the dispensary is closed off because the medicines that live behind the dispensary are what we call a Schedule 4 medication, which means that it can't be accessible by the public. There are certain rules on how we display them as well, and that means that it can only be accessible by a pharmacist. That's why you find that the dispensary is closed off. The other reason as well, our computer systems, due to mandatory recording requirements, we have to keep details of clients' medication and when they're using them, and their whole history is recorded on a computer, which we're legally supposed to do. And that's why, with sensitive information, we have the area closed off. So hopefully that answers your question there as well, of why the dispensary is closed off. So mainly for safety, but there are also some regulatory requirements as well that we need to pay attention to, and all that legal stuff, which we always need to be aware of and not get into trouble with, because we get our hands smacked. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight on why the dispensary is closed off. Cool. The next question that we have today is from Stan, and he's asking, I've started taking thyroxine, and I'm noticing that I'm getting a little bit bald. So he's just asking, could that be the thyroxine causing it? So thyroxine is used to treat an underactive thyroid, so what we call hypothyroidism. So it's a very common condition that can happen in anyone, really. Your body stops producing enough thyroid hormone. The main effects that you get from that, you tend to feel, your metabolism goes crazy. You get tired, you get weakness, you may experience some cramps, you're feeling cold, you get weight gain. So these are some of the reasons why that you might need to start taking thyroxine, for those that are unfamiliar with it. So got that sorted. And so the whole male pattern baldness thing, it may occur because basically the male pattern baldness is usually caused by an imbalance of estrogen and testosterone in the body, and men and everybody. Hey, Pharmacy Guild. So there is an imbalance of testosterone and estrogen in the body. So that's what may be causing the male pattern baldness there, Stan. So take everything back. When you take your thyroxine, if you're having too much of it, it increases. So thyroxine can increase your cortisol levels. And increased cortisol tells your body you're in a state of stress. And as a consequence, your hair may shed. So that could be something that you would need to look into, and I would definitely encourage you to talk to your doctor about looking at the dose that you're taking, and that could be one reason why, Stan, you're experiencing this male pattern baldness, this balding on your scalp. So yes, so Stan, it might be that, so it's definitely worth investigating it further with your doctor, and hopefully that mechanism just kind of helped you out a little bit. Awesome. Next question we got is from Beryl, and she's asking, I've got constipation, and what can I use to treat? Yeah, I don't know if we've done this. Maybe I've this question before, but just for those of us who are not familiar what constipation is, it's basically just hardening of the stools, and dry stools are making it really difficult when you go to the toilet just to pass your stools through. Usually caused by medications. It can be caused by medications, can be caused by decrease your diet, so less fiber in your diet, and an increase, you're not drinking enough fluids over the course of the day. So these are some of the things that will cause your body to block up and get constipated. So how do we treat it? So just depending on how long it's been since you passed going to the toilet. So we want to have that discussion with you, Beryl, and we also need to know what medications you're taking. But if it's something that's been happening for a while, and I'm assuming you're not taking too many I'm going to assume you're not taking any medications and general advice. So we could use something like an enema, which is pretty severe. Immediate in its action. We can use stool softeners, and we can use short-term use of laxatives. So we don't want to use laxatives all the time, because you can develop what's called a lazy bowel, and that's basically where your insides sort of rely on the laxatives to pass through a bowel motion, which you don't want to do. You want to keep everything on your insides working amazing. As always, loving the natural approach to help make sure that you're regular, so to speak, and treating your constipation. So you can use fiber supplementation, so the old school psyllium husk type preparations that you can get. You can get to increasing the amount of exercise that you're doing, so that also helps to pass everything through and just gets your body going. You want to eat high fiber foods, so foods such as raw fruits, raw vegetables, green leafy vegetables, prunes and figs are also really useful, as many of us know. And increasing your fluid consumption over the course of the day as well, drinking a little bit more than normal. One thing that's just come to my mind is, Beryl, you want to address the underlying condition. So maybe there is something else that's causing you to be blocked up, so you want to investigate that further, or come and speak to your pharmacist or doctor, and we can investigate that a little bit more as well. Some of the other things that I would encourage you to do would be to start to look at your, if it's been going on for a while, would be to look at what's going on in your gut. So I'd be using some aloe vera. Aloe vera juice, particularly, really, really good at lining the tummy and also pushing everything through. Flaxseed oil is really good. It's also got some excellent omega-3 action in there as well. So that's got some really good anti-inflammatory properties. And also flaxseed is really good at coating the bowels and sort of pushing everything through. I'd also be encouraging you to take some probiotics as well if it's an ongoing condition. Probiotics really good at rejigging the immune system in the gut as well, and just sort of helping that in the gut environment recolonize and get back up to speed and start working great as well. Thanks, Pharmacy Guild. And also, I'd be encouraging you to take some magnesium as well. So magnesium's super useful in pushing everything through. Plus, it's also got heaps of other benefits in the body as well. So yeah, Beryl, but come in and speak to your pharmacist, because there's a whole heap of things that could be going on there. You just want to make sure that you're getting advice that's pertinent to your condition. Cool. So there are the questions done. Thanks again for tuning in. I just want to reiterate, if you're watching the replay of this on Instagram, it's only up for 24 hours. Head over to our Facebook page where this video is archived, and it'll be archived forever. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please make sure that you like, comment, share. If you have a question, make sure you put it in the comment section below. I will get to it next week. And yeah, I want to also thank the people that helped me put this show together. It's not just me just doing it. So we have our pharmacist, Rusal, student, intern, Anna, all the people on the floor today, the team, Catherine, Jenny, and Lauren. And our team that looks after post-production, so Anna and Julius, thank you so much for doing all the post-production stuff. that happens to this video, and that gets sent out all over the social channels and to the internet. Thank you for tuning in, and I just want to say, if you're liking some of the information that you're receiving here, come and see us in the pharmacy. We're all super passionate about pharmacy. We're super passionate about wellness and helping you get better sooner. And we're super passionate about preventative diseases. And we have all the services here that you would find to be useful in helping to managing your condition. And we're doing a whole heap of new initiatives in the pharmacy here rather than just sticking labels on bottles. So cool. Thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, I will speak to you all next Thursday. Thank you.